Fun day of trading today. Markets were kind of all over the place. We had like crazy volatility right at the start and then went into super choppy mode and then we dumped and things like that. I came into this session knowing that I was going to be scalping today, and that's what I did. So got some scalp trades coming up for you from the recap from this morning's trading session. If you want to watch these tradings live, you can go to my main channel, Trades by Matt, and watch the live streams every day, Monday through Friday at 8:20 a.m. Central Time. Last but not least, if you are looking to start your trading journey and get a funded account to where you don't have to risk your own capital, you can actually trade their capital. All you gotta do is prove that you're a good trader. You can go to tbm.gg/apex. It's also linked above, top of the screen and down in the description. See you in the recap. All right. Overnight session ripped up to 584. Actually, let's quickly talk about news. Nothing. There you go. There's nothing for news. The overnight session ripped up to 584. 585, 582, 580, 582 and a half. The magical 80s was quickly and promptly rejected past the magical 20s into the teens. Now we're hanging out in the magical 20s. VWAP right above. We're up 0.5% on a fairly little, like, we had a really nice move right off the bat. Pretty sideways since then with a little flush. So I kind of thought it was going to be a terribly choppy open when we were ripping on the overnight session. However, now that we kind of didn't really rip too much, I have a little bit of high hopes. That being said, it looks like it's going to be a VWAP open, which does not give me high hopes, as y'all all know. I don't like VWAP opens. It's very choppy typically. But, you know, I went to bed last night thinking that it was going to be a choppy day, and I went to bed just reminding myself, get some base hits and take the points. Friday was my first locked in red day on this account. Very first locked in red day of the year on this account, which is, you know, needed to happen, to be honest. Currently sitting at 80% up on the account. The standings are still not up online, but, you know, we'll figure it out when they come. I'm watching to see if we sweep these lows or not, which it appears like we're going to do right now, at least. Trying to break a new IB potentially, IBL. We got 2 minutes to do it, a minute and a half to do it. Swept it by a couple points. And Delta's just heavy. I can't buy this. Like, this doesn't make any sense for me to buy. I want to see how this next candle opens. You got 30 seconds to do it. Because if this closes below 92, like prior lows, it seems heavy to me. What is IB? Initial balance. First hour, high and low of the session. Pretty good trendy spot. Below IB, kind of trend out. It's typically good for retest and things like that as well. Man, look at this 5-minute candle. Is it going to close like this? We got a minute left. I'm going to take the short here off of IB, giving myself a few points. It'll be like a 10-point stop, I guess, on new highs there. But I'm wanting to see us go trade like value area high, etc. down here. It looks good to me. Dude, I'm going to go and take 7 points there. Not super aggressive, and I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Right when we're kind of messing around with IB, it gets me into the spot where I've now taken a trade. I said I was going to take base hits. I just took 7 points. It's nothing crazy, but it's enough right now to at least get the feet wet a little bit. We started off the week. You know what I mean? We started off the week. We'll see what happens next. I'm liking these IBL trades, I think. IBL to the downside, I think looks good. For 10, 15 points or whatever. Into the overnight lows again. Yesterday's value area high, yesterday's close. The return to settlement's definitely on play. It'd be a 40-point move though. It's crazy that this is 40 points. It doesn't look like it. All right, short one. A little bit of a snap with a minute left. Definitely want to watch that. See how many buyers we get through here. But I like to play back to the bottom of the range here, 73s, and lower, honestly. Would love lower, but 73s makes sense. 72, 73s. Yeah. 75. See how we close out here in, 30 seconds. Overnight lows make sense. And then the play down into yesterday's value area high and yesterday's settlement, or yesterday's close, excuse me, at 40s also make a lot of sense. It's just kind of the levels that I'm watching here to the downside. But probably will take off, I said I was looking for base hits. I want base hits. Wet the whistle. Nice open. Okay, missed me by a tick or something. Take the 180 bucks there. You saw it wick down, missed me by a tick. That typically means it's gonna pop right back up to the top of the range. It looks like, yeah, that every time that happens, it like almost always, pushes it right back up the other way. All right, currently up $320 after sitting around for a long time. I sat around for an hour and a half. There's the move. Nice. I sat around for an hour. I sat around for an hour, and then in the last 15 minutes took 2 trades. Trading, man. That's how it works. A lot of times. And then I keep switching back over to this 22 range chart. I've been watching the 1 minute chart mostly today. I haven't really been watching the 5 minute a ton other than the closes. But I've been watching the 1 minute a lot to see kind of where liquidity is lining up. And then when we're coming into these big areas, like yesterday's value area high, 450s, and then, 440s with yesterday's close, then I can pull into the 22 range and see kind of what Delta's doing at that point. Kind of helps you figure out like how the range is going to be, worked through in a way, or how that level is going to be worked through in a way. It's like right now we got a ton of sellers right at yesterday's value area high, kind of swept through 450. Do we hold it? Maybe, but it's a nice sweep. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Daytradinguniversity.com is free and for sale. 1 penny. Little did I know I didn't spell university correct. That would actually be something that would be very real for me. And this is where it's like, this is a great spot to roll over. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of this, is that we're just kind of playing levels that have already been proven to be good for this session. You know what I mean? And if we pop this because Delta looks decent, then we rip probably back to IB. But it's just kind of going that, it's like that level to level approach in a way. Dude, there's something about the word university that just looks wrong when you spell it out. Oh my God, I did spell it wrong. I did spell it wrong. I literally I knew it looked wrong. I typed in day trading. Look at this. Look at this. Day trading university. Daytradinguniversity.com is taken. All right. Buyers still looking kind of interesting here. I almost like the longs. Back into IB, potentially. Got a 20 block at 55. It'll probably get swept through. I'm gonna take a little stab here. 55. Looking at 56. And sick. Close. Still close. There we go. Nice. That was another, I don't know, 6 points, 7 points, 120 bucks, something like that probably. Up 465 on the session. Nice and easy little scalp there. Again, I said at the beginning of the day, I said at the very first thing of the session I said was that I was going to be taking base hits. All right, we're at 500. I want to see us roll over. I don't know if we're going to. Buyers look all right. But this is what I want to see. Bang. IBL. And then I want to see bang VWAP 520s. We got the 1 minute like kind of little hammery looking thing. It's possible. Oh. I looked down at my phone for 2 seconds. Damn. Is it gonna be one of those 3 points off? Possible. Hey man, I really like your vibe. Hey, I appreciate you. Ah, damn. I think it's one of those. Well, darn. Right idea. If you haven't, make sure you check out tbm.gg/apex. It's on the screen really big above, right next to my face. 71% off right now on Apex accounts. If you use code TBM, you can get up to 25. I also dropped a full video. If you type in exclamation point rules, I dropped a full video on Apex, which is hopefully helpful for you if you had questions about it. Okay, I mean, this is heavy enough to where like the short at IB kind of makes sense. I'm just gonna go and get in here. Oh, and it goes straight up to IB. Oh, a little bit of buyers trying to push in here. I'll have to watch this. Buyers just never pushed super hard there. Felt like it just like a quick little sweep of the highs. Back above. We're back to IBL. Still got some size down here. Let's see. Pushing it right back up though. 5 points. New candles opened up. Nah, they're gonna run the highs. Don't love that. A little bit of juice up here still. Yeah, kind of grindy. I'm gonna go and kill that. I don't like it. I'm up 225. I get back a lot. Half of it, right? 10 points, basically. A little over 10 points. But we're just kind of pushing. Delta doesn't look fantastic by any means, but we're in that time of day where, you know, it can grind for no reason. Once we got back above IB and kind of held this 86 level, it kind of doesn't make any sense anymore.